What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about the devastating superiority of the SU-34 Fullback. Now, the SU-34 Fullback is one of the newest additions to the game in the update Firebirds. It has a lot of really good effects to the aircraft, a lot of really good changes to Russian aircraft that really helps differ this aircraft from others found in the Russian tree, and it definitely is a good insight on what Russian air will look like in the future. Real quick, even if you're new to the channel or old and just haven't subscribed yet, it really helped me out if you guys hit the like button and subscribe. Only about 7% of my current viewers are subscribed, and it really helps me out a lot, and it means the world to me. Now, with the Su-34 coming to the game, it is one of the first aircraft it is the first technical aircraft to come with a PESA radar. Now, the only other PESA radar, for my acknowledgement, is also Russian, and the only ASA radar is also Russian. So, a little bit, Russian bias might be at play there, but you won't hear me complain about that too much. Now, if I remember correctly, the S1, the Panzer S1, has a PESA, and the Su-34 comes to the game, I believe, also has a PESA that we have here. PESA stands for Passive Electronically Scanned Array, and then ASA, which is found on the new MI8 Amtush, stands for Active Electronically Scanned Array. So these are basically a lot faster scanning radars than the old mechanical radars found on American and basically every other aircraft in the game. So what that basically means is that the Su-34 can scan for targets a lot faster than its counterparts like the F-15 and the F-16 and the Gripen and all those other aircraft. And so it can definitely help it get an edge in a BVR fight by being able to locate targets first, but you are held back to that restriction because your AIM or your R-77s are not as capable as the AIM-120, and you are held back by the top speed, not unlike the F-15E, and you do not climb nearly as well as the F-15 at all either. So you are definitely going to be at a disadvantage in that situation, but you do have a much better radar. In my opinion, this is actually, I think, the best radar in the game for aircraft as of right now. Now, this aircraft is obviously coming to the game as a bomber or strike fighter, and it definitely shines in that regard. You get 6 fire and forget air-to-ground missiles. These can include the famed KH-38, the KH-29, and these missiles are a lot of fun, and honestly, I would say this is probably one of the best, if not maybe one of, if not the best strike aircraft in the game. It's held back by the lack of thermals. That is the only bad thing I really have to say about this aircraft, is lack of thermals. And obviously when you have, 5+ different weapons on your aircraft, it can be a little bit hard to properly cycle through them. So I did have issues, if you guys saw there. I probably should have just fired another KH-38 or KH-29 at that Abrams, but ended up not doing that, which would kind of cost me a kill there. But really, if you get beside the fact that you don't have thermals and you are someone who knows what you're doing with this aircraft, it is going to be devastatingly effective against enemy tanks and enemy aircraft. Now, in mixed battles, you have the R-27 ER, the R-27 ET, the R-77, and obviously the R-73. I believe, if I remember correctly, you can carry up to 8 air-to-air missiles, 6 of which can be active radar homing or the R-27s or R-27 ETs. So you can carry, and then you have your 2 most outer pylons are restricted only to R-73s. So you're at least guaranteeing yourself carrying 2 of those, and then you can have your choice between the R-27 ER, R-77 and R-27 ET on your next inboard pylon. And this aircraft also is not restricted by lack of countermeasures. Most Soviet and Russian aircraft are restricted by countermeasures, restricted by missiles, restricted by radar, restricted by RWR, and this aircraft is restricted by really none of those. I do want to know what your guys' thoughts are on this aircraft. I personally can see it becoming a fan favorite with Soviet and Russian players, especially in simulator battles, because this, like I said, that radar is going to be very nice to have, and it's definitely something that we'll see coming on future aircraft, and probably in the next update or 2 we'll see I would honestly think we might see an F2 with the ASA radar, or some other aircraft with the ASA or PESA radar. But for now, I think the Russians can finally sit back and enjoy having a superior radar model than what US aircraft have. But don't get me wrong, this aircraft is still nowhere to, it's not going to be able to go toe-to-toe with the F-15E or any of the US fighters in terms of air-to-air, but the new radar does help bridge that gap, and you do have superior air-to-ground to a degree. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are down below in the comment section. Make sure to join the Discord, and if you guys even, somewhat like the video or half-heartedly like the video, it would really mean the world to me if you guys hit the like button and subscribed and join the Discord that's linked in the description down below. I hope to see you guys in a future video.